Yellow duckies, and welcome back to Queen's Wish 2, The Tormentor. My name's Viola. If you like what you see, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help the channel. So we are here at Fort Grove 2, and we're about to meet Chief Teresa, who hired her cousin to be quartermaster. The chief of Fort Grove 2 is sitting alone in this hall. She is very young for someone of this rank. That she is here without assistants or guards makes her vigil a lonely one. She rises to her feet and bows deeply. I welcome you, Princess Viola. I am Chief Teresa. I have been eager for your arrival. We know that your presence can only improve things. Tell me the current situation. I know Governor Yvette wants the honor of doing the full report. She is in Sillin. She was pretty firm about it. Still, I must answer questions if asked. Are the Cranus Woods calm? They are tense, but calm. All have heard about the raids in the Gentle Coast. All know someone tried to kill you. All expect, bad things? Like to know more about their forest. It's enchanted. I've never served in one before. I've never served much of anywhere, to be honest. The forest is alive. Parts of it can think. It watches us. I can't do anything about it. I just keep our soldiers safe. Lately, though, things have been much worse. We see creatures moving in the woods. Travelers are disappearing. The mines are being lost to invaders. Plant invaders. You keep our troops safe. I tell them to stay on the roads, mainly. The trees keep to themselves, as long as you have good stone under your feet. How are our soldiers doing? Yes, our soldiers here are properly trained and equipped, yes. Governor Yvette makes sure they get everything they need and more, which is good, because they're used so often, really. Why? Governor Yvette has been a lot more aggressive about using the resources of the Cranus Woods for the good of Haven, and the local rows sometimes get... Well, the governor asks me not to talk about it. She'll give you her report. I have inspected this fort. I expected this. She flinches as if expecting the blow. Done all I can with the resources I have. I'd like to know how everything decayed this badly. It is difficult to say. There are so many factors. I'm under instruction to not speak about it. It's too complicated for me to fully describe. I can't say more. I am a princess. This is an order. She starts to gently shake it. I can't really say. Resources are diverted, not by me. There are orders. I'm sorry, Princess. I'm under orders from a more powerful official. A more powerful official? I was ordered not to quietly get so. Governor Yvette told me to tell you as little as possible. She's my superior. It was an order. I don't want her to send me to explore the groves. Why haven't you changed? Because I'm only a chief and there are people above me. And they want things done a certain way. They want certain things to be done with the resources. I'm all alone out here. I won't violate orders. I hate to admit it, but I'm somewhat inexperienced. The soldiers, merchants, and officials outwit me no matter what I try to do. What do you want me to do? I would never break the chain of command. I can only tell you what I'm ordered to tell you to. Go to Sillin and get the full report from Governor Yvette. I'm sure you will be wise enough to know what to do then. I want to help restore this fort. I am glad. This could be a great fort if we had enough resources to properly rebuild. It's been a chaotic time, though. Monster activity has increased lately. These creatures, these rootlings, they lurk in the underbrush, waiting for us. This has hurt our production. Haven owns one mine in this region, the Walkwood mines, and I suppose things are falling apart there too. They are. It is a quality mine, a good source of ore, and it's under my control. Production there is stopped. Some sort of monster situation. I haven't been able to get good information. You see, the workers there are a problem. Why are the workers there a problem? They're criminals. Thugs and miscreants from Haven who are paying for their crimes with labor. As you can imagine, they're not hugely cooperative when danger is about. Where are these mines? Take the road to the north. The mines are in the mountains in that sort of direction. What exactly should I do there? According to the vague reports I've been getting, the trees have come to life. They are growing quickly, cutting off the road, and keeping the workers out of the mines and barracks. Anyone who tries to cut down the trees is chased off by rootlings. Being able to reach the mine would be a very good start. On the way, you would be able to reach large reserves of ore we have already dug out. Okay. Okay, so we've talked to her about everything that we can. It's not me, I'm not at fault, it's not me, don't. Take responsibility. Matthias. There's a merchant standing behind this long counter. It's not really a shop, though. It's more of a meeting room where Havenites can come to trade with the row. He's a middle-aged man with stylish clothes and impeccably trimmed hair. He gives you an elegant and courteous bow. I am honored beyond words to meet you, Princess. I am Matthias, the trader of Haven. Like all my trade, I have benefited greatly from the courage and wisdom of your family. If I am not overstepping my bounds, I would like to give you a small gift, a humble token of our appreciation. You have a gift for me. Of course. He removes a ceramic flask from his pouch. My family contains several skilled alchemists. This potion may be valuable to you in your dangerous travels. I will accept your gift. What are you doing here? I'm looking for opportunities for my family. Iron mining in the Rocage can be very profitable if one engages in the proper diplomacy. Governor Yvette has gave me written permission to be here. How did you get this permission? Governor Yvette can be very reasonable and generous to those who provide the proper respect, who knows the correct forms and procedures. Tell me about Governor Yvette. She's a clever and cunning governor. She knows how to lavishly reward those who pay the proper respect. She also knows how to punish the disloyal. I have nothing unkind to say about her whatsoever. In other words, she can be bribed. And regularly is, most likely. I require more resources to come to the Rocage. Well, it is interesting that you ask. I have a lot of precious supplies locked away in this fort. I would give them in return for your aid. Near here are 2 sacred groves in the Cronus Woods. Sacred to them, a dangerous annoyance to us. They rest on land full of valuable iron. I would pay if you could help us extract it. And how are these resources extracted? The magic of the groves must be destroyed. It's not actually difficult. Under the governor's direction, several such groves have already been extracted. If you can neutralize the magic of these 2 groves, Haven will have more wealth. I will make sure that some of it goes to you. Not just iron, not just gold, but precious and rare quicksilver as well. How does the Cranus Woods feel about us neutralizing their groves? Oh, opinions vary. A few druids get angry, of course. Most of the clan here is wise enough to see that it is a small price to pay for the wealth and security Haven brings. I don't like the people of Haven that are here. They seem quite... You're sparkle when you pass by. Someone far away strongly wishes to speak with you. Okay, fine. Hi, Haven. How are you? When you approach the mirror, it fills with fog, which then resolves into a vague outline of Sutter's face. It is still and silent for a moment. Then at last he speaks. He sounds distracted. Princess, are you there? I'm told you've entered the Cranus Woods. That is correct. Yes, good. You're progressing. It's a long, long pause. Sutter? Ah, yes. Indeed, I must consider. You recognize this sort of stalling. It is what Sutter does when he is having notes brought to him and stalling for time, but he wants to sound smart and thoughtful. Yes, Cranus Woods, a source of lumber, of course. Iron also, some of it very high quality. And amber, quite valuable. And, that region is marked as having some troublesome spirituality. You're reading that off someone else's notes, aren't you? He sounds irritated. Of course, you think I've memorized every obscure corner of every province, of every vassal of our empire? Don't be foolish. Tell me about the wood. Oh, lumber. Always useful. Some of the grandest lumber is from ancient trees. Lovely and valuable, but not truly exceptional. Of course, the woodcutters have to be very careful what they cut. If they take a sacred tree, their lives will be forfeit. They produce quality iron? Yes, it is not surprising if you think about it. Digging into the mountains gives them a way to earn a living without interfering with their trees. Amber. Ancient amber. Pure, and full of bits of pre-floating magical debris. Can be used to make all sorts of useful things. This makes the region valuable to Haven and worthy of attention. Troublesome spirituality? Ah, yes. All of our vassals have their own odd faiths. Many lands are infused with magic, like the Ariel of Sacramentum. In this case, the Cranus Woods host the standard wood spirits, and the locals worship them. Haven needs to respect the faith of our vassals, otherwise we get rebellions. We just can't let this prevent them from paying what they owe. I have advice. Paying us what they owe? The Row, like all our vassals, have a treaty with us. Our empire protects them and they owe us tribute in return. These contracts must be enforced, or our empire is useless. Standard wood spirits. Oh yes, walking trees, dryads, talking mushrooms, they're always different, but the pattern is the same. Wherever they are, they don't like us chopping down their trees and taking their amber, but they will tolerate a slow drain. It's a delicate balance. What is your advice? Don't eat any talking mushrooms. Sutter laughs. Joking. Of course. Sort of. My guess is the Cranus Woods is full of angry nature spirits and angry nature worshippers. They will need to be disciplined. Has to be done occasionally. Do that and check in to make sure the governor is under control. Should be quick work. And you might be able to turn a profit. And if the governor is incompetent, well, half the governors are below average. As long as you prevent a rebellion, it doesn't matter. Removing governors makes us look weak and not overly submissive to our vassals. Oh, have to go. Enjoy your vacation. I hear the trees are very pretty. It's not a vacation, Sutter. As you approach the mirror, you hear your mother's voice through it. Viola, Viola, hello. Are you there? It's the Queen. Hello. Speaking mirrors were only created by Haven's wizards recently, and she's never been terribly comfortable with them. You announce your presence. Ah, my child. I've learned that you're exploring the Rokaj. You've inspected a second one of our forts there. Pretty normal, actually, but it's hard to pick up subtle details through the crackle and static of the magic mirror. And that is true, Mother. And how are you? Don't worry about that. I want to speak with you about the Rokaj. Now that you are properly exploring it, there's one thing I want you to know, and what is that? Mother's voice grows clearer and stronger for a moment, reminding you with a startle how it used to be not that long ago. Remember, Princess Viola, that you are a child of the Roe. Your father is Roe, and their blood flows in your veins. They will try to shame you and make you feel weak, but it is your land. It is so clear in you. I feel that I belong here. You do. They are still a vassal of Haven. They signed the contract with us. Now you will make sure they live up to it. Then you may come home. I'd like to know more about how you are. How am I? I am the queen. I'm the ruler of Haven. I believe in you. Complete your mission. Make the reports to Miranda, then that is all. I must go. The mirror is silent. And let me guess. Oh, no. When you approach the mirror, it fills with mist. Then you hear Queen Sharon's voice. It is soft and wavering, but that might just be because it's being carried from many miles away. Is that you? I know you've been exploring, climbing into the rocage. Yes, I've been exploring. I'm glad. I did not expect you to be trapped in the Row. Did not realize so much needed to be done. Still, perhaps it's a blessing in disguise. I want you to see your father's homeland. I hope it seems familiar. No. You have been there, but you were very small. You were but 3. All 5 of us went there when you were small. Me, Darmel, and the 3 of you. We spent 2 months journeying through the wildlands. Father came with us. Of course. He traveled with me on all my diplomatic missions. Oh, to see him. Such a proud warrior dealing with 1,000 flocks of decadent nobles. We had such laughs afterwards. Why did you bring me here? Officially, it was a diplomatic mission. None were fooled, of course. It was a chance for Darmel to see his home, and for us all to travel together. Such chances are rare. Her voice is soft and distant. She's remembering that happy journey from long ago. I dimly remember it. I'm glad. You were so young, but I thought you would still recall a few things. The riding, the glorious peaks. Where did we go? Through the coast, the Kranis Woods. We made an offering to the trees there. Below Daga, that is where your father was from. We did not go to the Hyalitha. It is best for Havenites to not go there unless it is necessary. What did we do? Riding, hunting, hiking. We tried to put some of the toughness of the Row into you. You ran wild with the children there. Your brother got into more than a few fights. The Row children refused to let him win. How did father like the trip? So much. He was never so alive as he was when in the mountains of the Rokaj. It was a special time. Delia and Sutter only had that one chance to see him in his element. He died only 3 years later. How did he die? Hunting. He loved to hunt. Had a passion for it. He refused to be kept from it. Said it showed our strength. Then a huge scorpion got a lucky sting through his armor. There was nothing suspicious about it, though. No. It was just ill fortune. I promise. If I suspected any foul play, I would have scorched the earth to find the killers. Do you have any guidance for me? There's a long pause. When the queen speaks again, she seems distant. No. No guidance. That is what Sutter is for. When he talks to you, listen to what he says. I'd like to know more. I know, but That is enough for now. I have things to do. I only wanted a moment. There's so many tasks to do, so many things on my list. Fight well. The mist fades. And now, dear Viola? At first, the mirror seems active, as if someone wants to talk to you. When you approach it, however, it acts strangely. Random flashes of light play across its surface. You hear a loud hissing, and nothing happens. There's no response. At first. Then the hiss starts to grow quieter. You think you can hear the beginnings of words resolve out of the chaos. Finally, you make out a few words. The speech comes out as barely comprehensible hiss. You can't tell anything about the speaker. Male, female, young, old, Havenite, row, you aren't sure. Finally, after several tries, you hear, "This is Viola. Princess Viola of Haven." Yeah, who's asking? More hissing, then call me Wolf. We must be fast. Mirror's not stable. Wolf? The name I use now. I talk to you. The challenge is coming. Yes, the mirror vibrates slightly in its frame. A challenge. It has already begun. Do not think it is done. Challenge coming to Haven who torments us. I prepare you. You have wisdom. Are not lost. Do not tell your family about me. Why shouldn't I tell anyone? They are tormentors, cruel masters. Their minds are in chains. Only you were free to think. I will let you decide, for Wolf's words are cut off by loud hissing and the mirror is shaking more. I'm eager to meet your challenge. Good. That is the only way to prevent blood. They will try to stop you from facing us, facing justice, but the hiss grows deafening. You cover your ears with your hands. You heard a loud crack. The sound is gone. The mirror is intact and undamaged, but Wolf's voice is gone. Well, that was different. Find several beds placed here for honored travels. At least nobody sold the blankets and pillows. The beds on the north look clean enough to be tolerable. I don't have the key. Why are there places in my own fort where things are locked and I cannot get into them? These monsters are bigger now. The outskirts of Sillin, the largest city in the Cranus Woods. Like all of the cities of the row, it is surrounded by the crumbling remains of stone walls. Inside you can see wide boulevards and beautiful wooden buildings. This is where you can meet both the Rasa of the Cranus Woods and Haven's governor here. Hopefully your diplomatic work can be settled quickly and easily. Enter the Rokaj town of Sillin. It is the largest city of the Cranus Woods, the closest thing they have to a capital. Their Rasa and Haven's governor are both here, doing their best to bring order to this dark and dangerous forest. You didn't expect much wealth or opulence, and you aren't disappointed. It's a collection of wood buildings connected by gravel pathways. They look like they become a muddy mess when it rains. Sullen once had stone walls, but they were shattered a century ago and never rebuilt. There are lots of long patches of trees. They grow well, like all flora in this land. Too well. This is an old town, but it feels like the forest could engulf it in a week. The people here are poor and wild. They're all armed and dressed in leather. They come here to do their trading, and then they disappear back into the forest. They openly stare at you, a strange curiosity that will be gone soon. Okay. Most of the people in the bar are from the clans of the deep woods, enjoying a rare chance to drink and carouse in what passes out here for civilization. They are doing their very best to ignore you. One woman, however, is quietly watching you. She has all sorts of knives on her person, signaling the drunks to keep away. She pats the seat next to her. You're one person she is willing to talk to. Welcome to the Rocage, Haven. Give me a moment, please. I am eager to be next to fame and power. I am Trader Medina, stone trader and merchant of the Lodaga. What do the people here think of Lord Evans? Not much. There's a lot of history between the provinces. They're nice enough, though. They want stone halls. They also find me a curiosity. How so? Doggin women like me, must travel if you want an interesting life. Traders, Yerdiko. There's a usual path. She does not elaborate. I'd like to do some business. I'm the wrong woman to talk to. I sell buildings. The low doggins will travel anywhere to make a proper town or hall. Out of good solid stone, not rotting wood. You need a lot, though probably not much new building in 2 years. Of course, that's not what we should be selling. You get a lot of orders out here in the forest? Yes. All the strongest clans know that stone is the best defense. They all want one proper town to protect them from raiders. What should you be selling? Walls. What keeps a clan, a fort, a city safest? A proper Dagon stone wall. Not a ruin, a real wall. But Haven forbids it. Not since the Great Uprising can we build walls for our people. Do you think it is unjust? She pauses and thinks, only for a moment, but you're too savvy to miss it. It is not. It is entirely just. Losing our walls is a tribute we need to make to get the benefits of vassalage. Why do we need walls when Haven protects us? I think that you're lying. I have done nothing to earn your insults. Let's not talk about this. She won't let me have another choice there. Do you trade in stone? I could use some. To get lots of good stone, you will have to leave this wet, hostile place and go to the bright, sunny hills of the Lodaga. I do have wealth, though. I have a bounty to pay. Thieves attacked one of my clan's caravans. We require vengeance. Brigand raiders? Tell me more. One of our caravans was taking fine marble to the Archamin? Thieves lured them off the road, not far from the Archamin border. They were never seen again. We found their wagon full of bits of marble. Then we found their bones. Kill the robbers, and my clan will pay you well. Who are these brigands? We don't know. They live in the woods east of the Archamin border. Rogues don't usually last long in the mad forest of the Kranos. How might I find them? Go southwest to the border, stay on the road, Stay visible. Look wealthy. I don't think you'll have long to wait before they'll find you. Okay then. Alrighty. That is actually going to be it for today's episode, guys. So thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to keep up to date on all the videos. And remember to free the feral wildflower in you. Bye-bye.